Randomly I was thinking, what game should I create in Roblox? Then it clicked in my mind, I should create Getaway Shootout on Roblox. If you guys don't know what Getaway Shootout is, it's a game that is on most unblocked games websites. I used to play it when I was at school and when I was bored. So what I first did was make a new experience in Roblox Studio. But I forgot to record the first part of me building. Here is what I built off cam. You can see that I have recreated the map from Getaway Shootout. It does not look too bad for now, but I will be updating it later when the game is almost finished. Day 2. Today we will be making the movement system similar to the real game, along with the weapon system. While I am making the weapon system, I should probably tell you about how the game and queue system will work. So when you create or join a party, the max amount of people in the party is 4. You are able to have less than 4 though. You will be able to set the amount of rounds, as well as some other things, but I have not thought of them yet. Once you start the game you will be put on a random map and your main objective is to get to the other side. The first person to get to the other side wins 1 point, and the person with the most points at the end of the amount of rounds you set, wins the game. You will be able to see your points at the top of the screen. But you might saying, wouldn't the game be too easy and very boring since all you do is jump around? Well, that's why we are also going to be adding weapons that spawn randomly throughout the map and give you a great advantage. As you can see in the picture, there is a 1x1x1 part that is half transparent. That is a gun spawn and will spawn a random gun. We will probably be adding around 10 to 15 guns in the near future. Now let's get back to the movement system. Instead of making it like the game where you press a button and then the character will lean and move in that direction, I have decided that I should probably make it different from the actual game. Now I think I should move on to the camera system to make the game look 2D. I made a camera script which allows you to change a few stuff. The -18 is how much studs the camera is away from your character. The 2 is the height at which the camera is facing the character from the center mass. And then obviously the field of view is the field of view. Duh! If you don't know what FOV or field of view is, it basically changes what you can see from your camera. The more you set it higher you can see more of the screen. I set it to 1000 to see what would happen. I am able to see a lot more of the screen because of the change in FOV. But I'm going to change it back to 85. Since I hadn't made the guns yet, I think I was going to start on those. After a while I made a few. I made a SMG, shotgun, pistol, and lastly I made a bubble which is from the original game and will make you invincible for a few seconds after activating. Day 3. Today I was going to focus on making the map look better as well as making more maps. So what I first did was change the baseplate into water and change the color and the wavelengths to my liking. In my opinion it livened up the game and made it look and feel way better. Also Dumbeat1111 is the scripter and will be helping with the movement and add gameplay system later on in the video, so I started out by building details on the roof like a ventilation thingy. I'm going to be making a few levels/maps, so yeah. The next thing I did was work on a green building. This building was easy to make as it was only one color and was very small. I themed it like an office building and later added cubicles. After I was done finishing the green building I decided to make an orange building, which is a meeting room. The chairs that I got were from my other game that I developed called Steal Everything. Go check it out if you want, I will link it in the description down below. I added a bit more details to the map like bushes at the beginning and also more background market stalls to liven up the map. We finally finished the jumping mechanic, so I will show you. How the jumping mechanic works is when you press down the spacebar button on your keyboard you will smash the ground and a meter will fill up. Depending on what the multiplier is you will go that far. We will probably make the UI more polished and add effects like dust and smash particles when you hit the ground to give the gameplay a bit more pop. I will show you the code on how to make and change the multiplier and what it does. If you change max multiplier it will make you go higher but will require extra time to reach max charge. You can go very high. Day 4. There are a few bugs that are seen in our game. First off, the animation is not working and also you are able to look off-center. This is because when you press A or D in quick succession it makes it so your character does not fully turn the direction you want it to. This is a big problem because you will jump towards the camera and want jump forward. But I found a solution after a few minutes. Basically what I did was make it so that you instantly turn when you press A or D. This makes it so that rarely your character looks off-center. I also fixed the animation so it works now. I also decided that instead of everybody having a jump, instead you will have movement abilities to create variety in our game. This will also make it so that not everybody is just jumping around like frogs. Now let's get back to the map. I decided that the ending of the map will be a hole that you jump through, and also I made a construction area off camera. The construction area will have wrecking balls that will be constantly swinging. There will also be 3 hard jumps at the end to make sure that you are going to have a challenge. There will also be checkpoints throughout the map. The city map is done. There will probably be a lot more different maps at the end. This is because it will choose random maps to be played on after a person wins on it. You are probably wondering, how will we make the game monetized? Well, I'm glad you asked. We will be adding kill effects so that every time you kill someone they will have a kill effect that you get. We will also be adding different abilities that you can buy with in-game currency and not Robux. Well, that is all for the devlog part 1. I will be making part 2 as well as releasing the game when part 2 comes out since the game is still under development. Bye.